Snowshoes and Skis by Dennis Nelson. 1 month after the attack on Pearl Harbor, an Army Air Corps bomber crashed near Hannah, Wyoming, and south 7 miles farther. The plane had become coated with ice during a blizzard and ice storm. It was January 8, 1942. Flying at night in this storm wasn't the norm. All 8 of the crew bailed out of the plane as it was still in flight. In the darkness, in the blizzard, must have been a terrible fright. A bad twist of fate was averted. What might have been an even worse tragedy that night, when an attendant at a Hannah gas station saw a blinding flash of light. He drove his car towards the wreck on Elk Mountain's base and saw a parachute blow across the road, 50 feet in front of his face. 300 Hannah coal miners, within 2 hours after the crash, with their head lanterns in the sheriff's office, had found the 7 of the crew really fast. Early next day, Fort Warren and Laramie, Wyoming was called for assistance to help find the missing airmen and Resolve. My father was a private, 2 months in the quartermaster training, part of a 30-man team to search for the missing. My father was raised in Victor, Colorado, where the altitude is high, 75 inches of snow a year, and to the weather he would try. The team moved out within 1 hour's notice. Snowshoes and skis, each soldier was equipped and transported by truck for the 3-hour trip. Their orders were clear: complete the expedition until they found their man, in the heroic American soldier tradition. Seemingly a hopeless task of locating a body that low-sweeping planes, circling for hours, have been able to find on the plains. Hour after hour, mile after mile, they trudged information per drudgery after a while. In a gale that covered their footsteps before they planted their very next step. They ended up spending the night in the Hannah High School gym to start the next morning looking for him. Then a fluttering parachute, freed by the blowing snow. There was the airman's body. His fate they did now know. My father was officially committed for his exceptional service that day, as the search was carried to a successful conclusion on that tragic day. The commander stated that it was extremely difficult terrain, covered with heavy snow and hazardous circumstances, and the cold temperature was extreme. I never knew this story until I read the commendation in its military file, and then researched the newspaper articles to complete the story, which took quite a while.